Well, it looks like it's time for another Haulsanity. And I can hear you all saying, V, another one? Really? Why? Well, it could be worse. You could have to listen to Rodimus Prime whine and moan about being a leader for the 400th time. I mean, really, you're the leader of the Autobots. Stop whining and get out there. I don't like Autobots that much, but even I could see where that's a problem. I'm never going to be as good as Optimus. I'm never going to be the leader of the Autobot scene. Get some confidence or get off the battlefield, man. For real. Either that or get a therapist. One of the two. Anyway, that being said, I think it's time for a little bit of Haulsanity. Cue the intro. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm V-Revolticon, and I'm here with another edition of Haulsanity, that series where I gather up a haul and insanity ensues. This one is going to be an all Titans Return Haulsanity. It will be one of two. Another one is coming up. But anyway, as usual, I went to my local store, picked up about 6 figures, and to put them into the box of Haulsanity. Haulsanity. I love doing that. Anyway, as I mentioned, they're all Titans Returns figures, so be expecting that. And we're, as usual, going to go from the smallest to the largest, hopefully leaving the best until last. So, with that being said, let's jump into it, shall we? Let's. So, the first figure in this haul is one that I'm not going to spend too much time on. There's really nothing much to say about it. But for this edition of Haulsanity, we start off with a mighty lion roar because, ladies and gentlemen, the first figure in this haul is Transformers Titans Return Titan Masterclass Sawback. Not to be confused with Ryback from the WWE. Anyway, Sawback. He's a lion, and he looks very not wanting to be here on his Titan Master mode. But, you know, there's really nothing to say about him. I mean, he's a lion, he's a Titan Master, he can be used as a shield, which is cool, but I really just have nothing to say. I got him just to get him. It's really just another addition to my collection. It's not to say I don't like him, it's just, he's not that impressive. And usually I don't say that about figures, but this one was kind of meh to me. But hey, what are you gonna do? But yeah, it's a nice little addition to my collection. I'm not super excited to have him, but it's still a nice little addition. So, and it's not the worst figure ever. I've seen some way worse than this, so just to be clear. But anyway, but there you have Transformers Titans Returned Titan Master Sawback. And on to the next figure in this edition of Haulsanity, in this haul, if you will. This one's a re-release that was re-released from the I believe the original Generations line. It was in a 2-pack with, I believe, Payload, and now he's repackaged by himself. And I got this to replace my original one because my original one has a giant chunk missing out of his head, And honestly, I'm probably just gonna, when I do the video on him, I'm probably just gonna do it as both of those series combined because it's the same figure just in different packaging. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next figure in this haul is Transformers, Titans Return, Legends Class, Cosmos. I want to believe that I have a UFO in my hand. Yes, Cosmos. Now, again, this one is a re-release, as far as I know. This is the exact same figure. There's no paint differences. There's no molding differences. There's no nothing. It's just, it's Cosmos from the original generation line, plopped in a new package and hoping for the best. So again, yes, I know it's not the original one that came with Payload. I understand that. But I'm just going to do the video on him as such because it's basically the same figure, just in a different packaging. And again, I picked him up because I happen to like his alt mode and I really wanted to replace him. When I do the video on him, I will use Payload on him, with him, whatever you want to call it. And I will do the video as such, as both series. But, again, I mostly got it because I like the UFO mode. It's pretty cool. He's a little short dude. I can identify with that as far as, you know, not being the biggest dog in the yard. But, you know, again, UFO. What are you going to do? UFO. But anyway, yeah. And, you know, you should be playing the X-Files theme every time this thing shows up. So, yeah. That out of the way. There you have Transformers, Titans Return, Legends Class, Cosmos. And on to the last Legends figure that I have in this haul. Yeah, this is another G1 based figure. And what's weird about this guy is that he had a Titan Master as well as a Legends figure? Huh? That's kind of weird, but ladies and gentlemen, the next figure in this haul, you better get your paper towels ready because, ladies and gentlemen, the next figure in this haul is Transformers, Titans Return, Legends Class, Brawn. Yes, Brawn. The Titan Master that became a Legends Class figure. Now, I don't understand the thought process behind that, where you would put a Legends figure, make a Legends figure out of something you just made a Titan Master. Unless it's something in the story I'm missing. I haven't really been able to read the comics. But as far as I know, he didn't get an upgrade of any sort, so... And his head is not the head on this figure for a Titan Master. So that little bit confuses me. But hey, another Legends figure for a G1 figure. And I don't think I own a Brawn as far as I recall. No, maybe I do. Maybe I do. I'd have to look. But as far as I know, I don't. But yeah, and he's pretty cool. Now, I'm just having images of him blasting Megatron with his own fusion cannon. That didn't sit well. But anyway, it's a pretty neat little figure. Glad to have him. Not going to spend too much time on him. But with that being said, there you have Transformers, Titans Return, Legends Class, Brawn. So, now we go on to the next class size up, which are deluxes. And this one's a later figure in the Titans Return line. But I'm very glad that I have him. You know, he's not the best looking figure on the planet, but his alt mode works for me. And so does his robot mode, to an extent. Not so much as the alt mode. Well, ladies and gentlemen, get your rowboat cigars ready and tell good part, because ladies and gentlemen, the next figure in this haul is Transformers, Titans Return, Deluxe Class, Flintlock and Sergeant Cup, or Sergeant Cup and Flintlock. Yes, Sergeant Cup and Flintlock. Flintlock and Sergeant Cup. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. This robot mode's kind of lacking. I mean, it's a nice mold. The mold's fine. It's just the lack of paint on him. And I believe that the car version's a little bit better. They paint his hands and everything else. And it's just really weird to me that they didn't paint his arms really that much. They painted him in the plastic color, but they didn't give him actual hands that are not a different color. They gave him different shoulders, which are weird, but they didn't give him different hands. Like, why? Why are we doing this? I don't understand, but that's neither here nor there, I guess. The little nitpicking thing. I do like the alt mode a little bit better, and he does come with Flintlock, which is a cool-looking little Titan Master. And I will say, when he forms Cup's head, he just looks so snarky. Like, yeah, whatever, kid. Meh. So, it's a nice little figure. Now, again, there are some differences from the stock footage or stock photos and the actual figure, but we'll get into that in due time. I'm just glad I have this guy, so I'm going to stop blabbing on about him, because there you have Transformers, Titans Return, Deluxe Class, Sergeant Cup with Flintlock, or Flintlock with Sergeant Cup. And now we're on to the last deluxe figure in this haul. This one, I couldn't find it for months. Looked high, looked low, looked side to side, looked diagonal. Couldn't find him. And then out of nowhere, he just pops out at the right moment. And I said, okay, cool. So, this one I'm very happy to have. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the next figure in this haul is Transformers, Titans Return, Deluxe Class, Caliburst, and Slug Slinger. Or Slug Slinger Caliburst, however you want to look at it. Yes, Caliburst and Slug Slinger and Caliburst. Now, as far as I recall, this is mostly an original mold, if not a whole original mold. And I gotta say, I like this figure. This figure is pretty cool. I like the double-headed plane mode. The robot mode works. The gun works. This whole figure works for me. The exception of one thing. If you can make it out there, his wings come down like a cape. Now, I'm not usually one to complain about that, but that's going to really hinder articulation. And I'm not too big of a fan of that. I know there might be a way to just push them back and, you know, get them out of the way, but then that takes away from the official robot mode and all that stuff. But otherwise, you know, it's not that bad of a figure. I quite like it. Again, these are one of the better figures. This is one of the better figures, I should say, that I've seen in a while. So, I'm not disappointed by it. So, yeah. Caliburst and Slug Slinger. It's pretty nice. But anyway, but there you have Transformers, Titans Returns, Deluxe Class, Caliburst, and Slug Slinger. Or Slug Slinger and Caliburst, however you want to look at it. Okay, so we're on to the only Voyager figure in this Haulsanity, and the very last one in this Haulsanity, or in this haul. Now, this is one of two Voyagers from the Titans Return line that I've recently picked up, or gotten into my possession. And this one, I saw it and I thought, okay, it's either this or Blitzwing. Let's be real. And I thought to myself, which would I rather have? Do I get the one that I already have the mold of, even though I like the character Blitzwing? Or do I get the one that I don't have the mold of from Optimus Prime, but it's the Decepticon version? And the answer you shall soon see, because, ladies and gentlemen, that last figure in this haul is Transformers Titans Return Voyager class Octone, excuse me, with Merc, or Merc and Octone, however you want to look at it. Yes, now, you'll probably notice that I said Octane, not Octone. They had to change the name of Octane to Octone for trademark reasons. I believe there was other stuff that played into that. I'm not entirely sure. But, yes, little Mr. Octone here is a pretty nice little figure. He is a remold, repaint of the Optimus Prime from the same line, where Optimus turned into a jet and also into a car or truck. And then they just decided, hey, let's make an Octane repaint of this, or remold. I'm very glad they did, because this is one of the only Decepticons I was able to find at the time. And it looks very G1. I mean, yes, there are major differences and some things that are changed from his original version, which is fine. You got to update some things. I understand that. You know, modern times. But it's a really nice figure, and while I have my slight issues with it, it's almost one of the best figures they put out recently, in my opinion. But, you know, it's not a bad figure. I mean, I'm, again, not perfect. I'm not insanely in love with it, but it is something I'm very happy to have. And for the fact that that this figure exists, and I was able to find it, I don't even think I have an Octane figure. That's another reason I'm happy about it. I've never had an Octane, I don't think. At least not in this variety. And so I think this is like the first one of this name that I actually have. Or Octane, Octone, whatever. And he does come with his little Titan Master, Merc, which is pretty cool. He's a neat little dude. That was another issue. Like, why they painted the rest of the body white, but they made only his head purple. Oh. But anyway, so yeah, triple changer that's based off a G1 character, name change or not, still a pretty good figure, and I'm very happy to have it. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have Transformers Titans Return Voyager class Octone with Merc, or Merc with Octone. And that's pretty much it for this haul. Again, let's do a little recap. All the figures in this haul begin with Transformers Titans Return Legends class Sawback, or Titans Master, excuse me. Getting a little ahead of myself there. But Titan Master Sawback. Transformers Titans Return Legends class Cosmos. Transformers Titans Return Legends class Brawn. Transformers Titans Returns Deluxe class Sergeant Cup with Flintlock, or Flintlock with Sergeant Cup. Titans Return Deluxe class Caliburst with Slug Slinger, or Slug Slinger with Caliburst. And then finally, Transformers Voyager class Octone with Merc, or Merc with Octone, however you want to look at it. And again, that's pretty much it for this Haulsanity edition, or edition of Haulsanity. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and share this video. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. If you don't, I might have Cup tell you one of his war stories. We all know how that's going to go. But anyway, That being said, don't forget to support the YouTube community. I'm V-Revolticon, and I'm out.